So good morning students. Now we continue the same surface area and volume exercise 13.3, the last question. Water in a canal 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep, okay, is flowing with a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. How much area will it irrigate in 30 minutes if 8 centimeter of standing water is needed? 8 centimeter of standing water is needed. So how you find out the area? So first you need to compare this 6 meter and 1.5 meter. That canal, it seems to be a cuboid. Okay, so what we have to do in a solution? So first we have to take water in a canal 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter height. Okay, so what is the area of a cross section? Just you have to multiple this length and breadth. Okay, so breadth and height. So now you can see 6 into 1.5 meter square equal to 9. So area of a cross section, the area covered, the water of area covered is 9 meters square. Okay, what is the speed of water they given? 10 kilometer per hour. 10 kilometer per hour. So here meter square is there. So now we convert this kilometer to meter and hours to minutes. 10 into 1000 divided by 60 meter per minutes. Meter per minutes. Okay, so 1 hour equal to 60 and then 1 kilometer. So now how it is become 10,000. 10,000 divided by 60 meter per minutes. So now this kilometer converted to meter and hour converted to minutes. So what is the volume of water flows in 1 minute? Volume of water flows in 1 minute. So volume of water flows in 1 minute means this is timing. This is speed of a water flows, and this is the area of the canal, area of a cross section of a canal. Okay, you multiple the speed and area means you got the total volume of the canal. Okay, so volume of water flows 1 minute. In 1 minute how much water? So area 9 meters square into speed of water 10,000 divided by 60. Okay, so now how you calculate this one? 0 0 will get cancelled. 1 3s are 3, 2 3s are 6, 3 3s are 9, and this one we take it as 5 2s are 10, 0, 500. Okay, and then now you multiple this 2, you get 1500 meter cube. So the volume of water flows 1 minute is equal to 1500 meter cube. But we need to find a volume of water that flows in 30 minutes. So 1 minute 1500 means you multiple with the 30, you get total volume of your water that flows up to half an hour, that is 30 minutes. So 30 into 1500. So what you get? It seems to be 15 into 3, you get 45. You take this 30. So 45,000 meter cube. 45,000 meter cube is the total volume of your water that flows up to 30 minutes. Okay, volume of your water that flows 30 minutes. But what we need to find out means how much area will it irrigate? Okay, so how you find the area? Okay, so area you need to cover, and you also find out the volume of your water, volume of area also. How you find out means you have to multiply with the 8. That area and you multiply with the 8 means you get the total volume of your water, that is area will it irrigated. So we don't know the area, so let we take X be the area of water irrigated. We don't know the area of water irrigated, so just we can take let X be the area of water irrigated. And another concept, volume of water irrigating area. Volume of water irrigating area will be equal to volume of water flows in 30 minutes. What is meant by irrigating? If a field is there, okay, for example it is this is a field. Okay, some of the canal is there around. Okay, the water flows through the canal to the field. Okay, how much water is passing up to 30 minutes So it should be irrigated. Okay, drop irrigated, whatever it is. Okay, so it should be irrigated. So the volume of water flows through the canal is equal to volume of water irrigated, that is area irrigated. So how much water it flows, the total water it goes to the field and it will be irrigated. Okay, so volume of water irrigating area will be equal to volume of water flows in 30 minutes. But one condition, if 8 centimeter water, standing water is needed. Always 8 centimeter of water it seems to be standing in the field. 8 centimeter of water standing in the field. So what is the volume? So volume of water irrigated is equal to area into water already standing. So x, we don't know the area, so x into 8 by 100. So centimeter we convert it into meter, because always all the values seems to be in meter. So that's why I converted 8 by 100 meter. So volume of water irrigated area is equal to volume of water flowing in 30 minutes. You know that volume of water irrigated area is equal to x into 8 by 100. Okay, and then 30 minutes you got 45,000. So now you take 8 and x, you will keep it here, and 100 becomes in multiplication and 8. So now you cancel 1 8s are 8, 5 8s are 40, remaining 5. So 50. 6 8s are 48, remaining 2. Now 20. How many? 1 8s are 8, 2 8s are 16, again 4. 40, 5 8s are 40. So what is remaining? 5,625 into 100. So x, which is equal to 562500. So now you get 5,62,500. 5,62,500 meter square. Okay, here meter cube is there. So now you get cancel, means 5,625 meter square into 100 only. Okay, because here meter and here meter cube, so cube and meter will get cancelled, means so meter square into 100 you get 5,62,500 meter square. So total area will irrigated by using the water flows in 30 minutes is equal to 5,62,500. Okay, so by use of this question, this type question, you need to work out question number 9, the AM exercise 13.3, question number 9. You do it as a homework. Only thing here, the cross section of a canal, it seems to be rectangle shape. Okay, cuboid shape, but you need to take a cross section, means it's only you multiple with the 2 dimension, that area covered in a cross section. But there, that area, it seems to be a cylinder. Okay, so what is the area of cross section? Here area of a cross section, it seems to be area of circle. Area of circle. So area of a cross section is equal to area of a circle. And here they given 30 minutes. But we need to find in that question volume of water that flows in how many minutes. Okay, so volume of canal and volume of cylinder. So here there cylindrical tank is there. So volume of cylindrical tank is equal to volume of water emptied by 10 minutes. Okay, emptied by 10 minutes. So you can keep it T the same. Instead of 9, you get some area of cross section by using pi r square, and speed of water they given 3 km/h. You convert, and the volume of water that flows in 1 minute, you take A into, so you get some value. So instead of 30 minutes, you need to find out 2 minutes, you multiple with the T. Okay, you get the volume of water flowing. They will take X is the irrigated area. The same, let area be flowing, it's taken irrigated, and volume of a tank. So here we have to multiple. So there you need to take volume of water irrigated. Here in question number 9, you need to find out volume of cylindrical tank, because you need to empty the cylindrical tank. So volume of a cylindrical tank, you know that by using pi r square h, this formula, you can find out the volume of a cylinder, and you compare like this. So volume of water flows in T minute is equal to volume of water in cylinder. Okay, by dividing you get the minutes. So next we continue. I have to give some introduction about the topic construction.
Hello friends, this video on constructions part 1 is what we will study. We will study how to divide a line segment in a given ratio, how to construct similar triangles, and how to construct tangent to a circle. So we'll study all these three things. So the first question is how to divide a line segment in a given ratio. So the question says we have to divide the line AB in ratio 2:3. This is ratio. So there's a line AB, we have to divide the line ratio 2:3. How will we do this? Geometrically. So for this there are steps. The first thing is draw any ray making an acute angle with the line AB. So let's first draw the line AB first. This is my line AB. Now we have to draw a ray any AX that makes any acute angle with the line AB. So from here let's draw this ray and let's say this is X. So what we have done, first we have drawn this line and then we have drawn one ray AX. It's a ray, so it's infinite length here. We have drawn a ray AX which makes acute angle with this line AB. That is the first step. The second step we have to do is we have to locate 5 points in AX because it is 2:3. So if I am saying 2:3, so if you say 2 plus 3 is 5. So if the question says divide in the ratio 5:2, let's suppose, then I'll create 5 plus 2, 7 points here. The question said that you have to divide in 2:3, so I am creating 5 points. If the question says let's suppose 9:11, in that case I'll create 9 plus 11, that is 20 such points. So let me create 5 equal points in this line AX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How we do this? Take this compass and take one length. So from this point you draw like this using compass, and then from this point same length draw like this, then from this point using the compass draw like this, then from this point like this, from this point like this. So you will get equal intervals of the points, and let's name these points A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Correct? So I have 5 equal intervals. Why 5? Because the question says 2:3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So I draw 5 equal intervals. Now the next thing is let's join BA5. This point and this point. Let's join these 2 points. So if we join these 2 points, we get this. What I'm trying to do is trying to use the proportionality theorem to divide the line. I'll show you how. Now what I'll do, I'll take this point A2 and from this I'll draw a parallel line and which intersects AB at C. So let me see this. I have drawn a parallel line, the line which is parallel to this, and this meets at this point C. Correct? Why I have done like this? Because the question says 2:3. So if I take 1 unit here, 2 unit here, I reach this point. From here I take 3 units, 1, 2 and 3. I reach this point. Correct? So the point which will be useful for us will be this point and this point. From this point we have already drawn this line. So from this point A2 we'll draw a line parallel to this A5B, and this meets at point C. Correct? So now we can see that AC by BC is equal to 2:3. This will be 2x length and this will be 3x length. Why it is like this? Because if you see now, if you see the whole triangle A, B and A5, this is the triangle. Here if you see A2C and A5B are parallel lines. So this triangles will be similar actually. AC, A2 and AB, A5. These triangles will be similar. So based on the similarity theorem also we can prove that these lines are, the ratio is 2:3. Why? Because ratio of A, A2 and A2, A5 is 2:3. So ratio of AC and CB will also be 2:3. Also using the parallel theorem also we can say that since it's a line parallel, so we can say that this by this, that is A by A2 will be equal to L, right? A by A2 will be equal to A2 by A5, and this is, you know, that will be equal to AC by CB using parallel theorem, and this value we know is nothing but 2 by 5. Why? Because this unit is 2 units and this unit is 3 units, sorry, 2 by 3. So this becomes 2 by 3. So AC by CB is equal to 2 by 3. Very simple. You draw the line first, draw any acute angle, and then based on the ratio you are asked for example, you are asked for 2 by 3, then draw 2 plus 3, 5 points. If you are asked 4 by 5, then you draw 4 plus 5, 9 equal points. And then you join these endpoints, and then if it is 2:3, you take first, second one, and from this point you draw a parallel line. If it is, let's suppose, 3:2, then you take this point first, and from here you draw a parallel line. If it is 4:1, in the same case, you take from here, you draw a parallel line. Correct? And then the point where it meets is C, so AC by CB is your ratio. So we were able to plot point C, which divides line AB into ratio 2:3. Let's take one more example where the line divides in the ratio of 3:2. Instead of 2:3, it is 3:2 now. So if you observe first thing here, earlier 2:3 was the ratio and 2 by 3 is less than 1. Correct? Now the ratio is 3:2 and that is greater than 1. So the scenario will change here. So first thing is draw line AB. Correct? Then again same thing, draw a line AX making an acute angle with AB. So you have this line AX. Now since the ratio with which it divides is greater than 1, the step is different here. And also this time we are trying a different approach. Last time we did created an acute angle, we formed the triangle, parallel lines, and using the parallel theorem we prove it. Now we'll draw two parallel lines. It's a different approach. You can use for any this case also. In the last example which we have done, the same example you can solve using this approach also. So here what we'll do, we'll draw one more parallel line like this, which is parallel to AX. So if you see, we draw a parallel ray, which is parallel to AX. So this ray and this ray are parallel actually. Correct? So once I have two parallel ray, BY and AX, both are parallel. So I have to now locate points A1, A2, A3 on AX and B1, B2 on BY. Why? It is 3:2. So on A I'll get 3 points and on B I'll get 2 points. Correct? See, try to understand. It's a new approach where when you have a triangle line, you draw two parallel lines, and then on A side you draw 3 points since it is 3:2. On B side you draw 2 points since it is 3:2. Correct? And all the lengths will be equal. So you take one length from compass, you draw this line, then from this point you draw like this compass, you draw this line. From this point again using compass you draw this line. Correct? Now from this point B, you again, let's name this A1, A2, A3. From this point you again draw this point here using compass. Again from this point you draw compass like this and you draw like this, and let's name these points. So I have A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B5 such that this A1 is equal to A1, A2 is equal to A2, A3 is equal to B1 is equal to B1, B2. All lengths are equal. Now very simple. Now since it is 3:2, so I'll take 1, 2, 3 this point and 2, 1, 2, 3 this point, and I'll join these points. Correct? I'll join A3, B2. So I join these two. This meets this line at point C. So my C is the point which divides this line in the ratio 3:2. So this is 3x and this is 2x. So if you see what we have done in the last example, what we have done, we drew only one line and here only we created 5 points. Correct? And then we do 3:2 using parallel lines. Now in this case what we're doing, we are doing true parallel lines AX and BY. If it is 3:2, draw 3 points here, 2 points here, 3:2. If it has been 4:5, I would have drawn 4 points here and 5 points in this one. And then you just join the endpoints and this line meets the line AB at point C. So C is the point which divides the line AB into the given ratio. This is a very simple approach. You can use this also for construction. Thank you.
Thank you for watching our channel. இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. மறக்காம இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பக்கத்துல இருக்கக்கூடிய பெல் பட்டனை ட்ரைன் தட்டுங்க.